All right, welcome everybody to the game between the Eastman Select and the Winnipeg Avros. Starting in goal, Emmett Platt for the Eastman Select, and I believe it is, we'll figure it out here in a minute, for the Avros. Puck comes around, action underway as it's rolled back into the zone. Michael Yell, Chad Erickson, as we play it back around. Now they work at it down to the back corner. They'll set it off the window. This comes out to center. Now we're on the wall here, come the Selects. It's going to be T.A. Erickson back into the zone. Waits for it. This goes all the way around. Back in behind here, they come off the wall. It to be Erickson. Erickson, the Selects, by the way, in the black. Avros in the white with the red numbers. Up the wall here, Matila Castellano plays it wide. Here's a quick shot back to the corner. Castellano can't hold it in. And now this is rolled the other way. Waiting for a cross ice for Tyler McLeod. Played this cross ice into the zone. The Selects will bring this out. Now they wait for it back into the corner. Puck comes behind the net. Now they play it around the goal. And the puck comes out to center. Quickly drives it back into the zone, just underway here in the first period. Michael Yell alongside Chad Erickson. Puck comes around. As it's rolled all the way back and it's taken by Baker. Baker can't control it. Here comes the Selects into the zone. Now they'll try to hold it. And it's actually taken there by Gauthier. Gauthier plays it wide. Now they wait for it up the boards. And now racing after it on the corner is going to be an opportunity. Played this cross ice now behind the net. They'll work it around, so let's play this cross ice back out here. The shot that is tipped away by Platt, her first save of the game. And it's going to roll back. Both goalies have a save back to the point. Here come the Avros as they'll look forward. It's going to be Matani. Played this wide. Now they roll it around the board. It goes into the corner. 17:40 remaining in this opening period. No score. Here's Matani. Cross ice. Waits for it. Cross in. Waiting there for Johnson. Johnson back to cross. This does not work. This goes into the middle. Now they roll it around the boards. Chance out to the front of the net. And they'll play it back in. This goes back wide of the net. And now they play it down. Chance off the boards. Deroge sends it in right in on the goaltender, which looks to be Sabren. Played this cross ice. Now they wait for it. Into the corner. Now off the wall. I believe Matt now played this morning. Puck goes back into the middle. Michael Dell, Chad Erickson, and the rest of our broadcast team. And we'll have a chance here with the net coming off. In behind them a play because there's a penalty coming up as well. Interference will be the call. And it's going to go to number 19, Maiden Carnegie. 6 o'clock face off here at Bell Empty at 8 points. Eastman and Winnipeg, two of the top teams in the U18 league regular season. Puck comes across. I've had some epic battles between these two teams, including we have, I believe, one more coming up on our broadcast schedule. Puck gets swung around. In fact, that's coming up on December the 18th from the Seven Oaks Recreation Center. Puck comes down. Now they play it cross ice. They'll wait back to the point here. The shot tipped away by Platt with some authority. Minute and a half to go in the penalty. And we're going to have a quick look. It's actually going to be, is it Jaffrey in the penalty box? Yes, it is. They put the round number up originally. Puck comes across. So Jaffrey's in the box. And now it's rolled back out to center. Avros, JG's with up the boards. Comes back to get it. Into the corner, they'll wait behind the net. Avros taking on the Winnipeg Ice tomorrow, 2 o'clock. In another big game, but we'll have you on Game Time TV. Here's a shot wide. Platt made the stop. And there's a rebound. Kicked out by Platt as well. Face off to the right of Emma Platt. Got used to saying that name a lot in the MWJHL playoffs as she led the Prairie Blaze to a MWJHL championship on the bat of being an AP. That comes across. Now they look for it. This will go around the net. Nothing there. And this goes around the net. Nothing there. Bat up in front here. Tommy Avros back down the ace. They'll wait for it. 15:09 to go in the period. Michael Dale, Chad Erickson. Puck comes away. Now they wait for it. This goes all the way down. And it's behind the goal. Yeah, I can tell you. It is going to be number 29, Liv Sven. Played this cross ice at the net for the Avros. Avros have the game's first, 3 of the game's first 4 shots. Puck comes across the ice. Now they wait for it into the middle. Back in. Trying to play this cross ice. Back down. Waiting for it back to the point. Now they go back into the corner. There's an Avro player without a glove. They'll shove that. Actually, whoever that was ended up fighting their glove. That was Godfried. Back in. Now they wait. Cross ice just comes all the way down, and it's going to be taken behind the net here by Jaffrey. Jaffrey's free out of the penalty box, and a puck will come out to the middle. Out to center ice. 6 minutes gone here in this first period. Jaffrey in behind the net, rolled it around. This comes back to the middle. Now they drive it cross ice. It gets back to the point. Chances it's brought all the way out. Now for Perot. Perot played this in. Number 11. Drives it off the bat winner now here for Eastman. That's going to be Carnegie. Played it cross ice. Now behind the net. Puck comes out front. Trying to cut it off there was Mackenzie Ditson. And nothing there. Godfrey at the point. Can't hold it in. And the select might be away 2-on-1, but they can't get the puck to settle down. Behind the net here's Matani. Matani throws it out in front. And we'll have somebody hopping off the bench for a chance to play it. Puck comes back to the wall. Drives it in. This goes back to the middle now. And it's going to come all the way out. Here's Perot. Perot moving in. Perot back behind the net, waiting for it. Home team, the Avro today have 4 shots on net. 2 to select 2. In behind here with 12:35 to go. Big collision in the corner. No call it, they'll roll it around. Now they play this cross ice. This comes out to the center ice area. And it's going to go all the way behind the net. Now they work for it. Back behind, here's that chance with Sven behind the net. Looking back door, Avro's long lead pass. That is chipped away. Brought back out to center Baker. And this is going to go behind the net. Waiting for it. Selects. Control this. It's going to be Carnegie. Behind the net, trying to pour out some steep back in front. Here's another shot. Oh, that's just about hooked Platt back around. Now they work for it. This comes back to the corner. And I'll play across ice. Now they work around Duroche. Slide this out. Duroche slides back in after it. Waiting. Drives it back door. Now around the net. Here comes number 9. That's to be for the Avros at Trinity Grove. That comes up the ice. Now behind the net, they'll settle it in. Avros do have a fair bit of grads. Jordan Matt now the goalie. Taylor Weirs-Combs. Area Baker. Katrina Tubin, Jade Deesbrist, and Haley Johnson. Not a lot of 03s and a few 04s. So one would suggest that this is Jordan Mathnow's team in net, barring anything catastrophic. Same with Eastman running with Platt, although Penner did a pretty good job. Geneva Penner had that opportunity to play this morning in that 2-2 tie. All of Eastman's games, ironically enough, have been tied 2-2. 5-4 to shot here, 10:33 left in this game as the puck comes across in this opening period. Drives across ice. Now they wait for it. And it's going to go back in front. Nothing there. Trying to play this all the way around. And it goes back out. Here's that opportunity. Puck gets slid off the wall. Here around the boards. Nothing there as it goes out front. Here to the Avros. In the wall, she gets pushed over. 9:53 to go here in this opening period. Michael Dale Cadderton, long shot. That gets deflected back to the corner. Jaffrey played this around. Waiting back to the middle. There's a interesting non-call. As I believe that was this 24, but it may have gotten clipped. We'll see. Back in. Waiting for it again. Long play back to the front of the net. That's not the way. And it's going to be taken into the corner. 9:14 left, and now we have ourselves a whistle and I believe a penalty. Coming up. And this will go to the Avros. And it's going to be to number 11, Janelle Perot. Waiting for James' first goal, are we? Perot takes a penalty at 10:49 of the period. Now this goes out front. I'll go back. Out of the back corner. Now to play this down. Drives it back in. Final first 20 seconds, running off the clock here with 8:45 to go. Puck comes across. And Eastman trying to control. They just slowed up at the line. Now they wait for it around the net. And it's a come cross ice. Back in front. Waiting Matthews. Emma Platt will leave it behind the net. 8:20 to go here in the first period. Michael Dale, Tad Erickson, the rest of our broadcast team. Now it's controlled. In behind. Drives it back door. And it comes through the seam, 2-on-1. Great play back through the door. It's not the way. Levy. Back behind the net. Actually, that's exactly who it is. Puck comes across. Not Avery. I can't read some of these jersey names from a distance. Puck comes across. Tripping through the neutral zone, no call both ways. Puck comes down. Now they're driving. In off the window, this does not work. Quickly up the boards. And I'll play it in. Up the boards. Platt will leave it. 5-4 to shot on net. And there'll be a penalty, but it'll be over to the Avros, number 11, Janelle Perot. Both teams now 0 for 1. On the man advantage, shots are at 5 apiece here with 7 minutes under the goal in the period. Puck comes out front. This is to be offside at the blue line. Face-off will come to the right of Emma Platt. Said that name a lot for a 16 turning 17-year-old year last year for Emma. Batting up Raiden Kirk and leading the Prairie Blaze to an MWJHL championship as an AP. And it's good to see she's picked up right where she left off in that playoff run along with Geneva Penner. Puck comes across and a roll around the boards. Off the back window. Alice goes back. It was last year she had the 2-2 goal which salvaged the tie. And that's going to be a whistle. 6:35 left in the first period. Raised off to the right. Alabama Platte. It is won by Eastman. Now they move the puck back to the point. Trying to play it as they hold it. All the way around. Nothing doing. Shot stopped by Platte. 6:20 to go. Eastman tied their first two games 2-2. He's up to the right. Puck comes across. Now they drive us around. Back up to center. Tries this bat in. Back in to the middle. Now they're waiting. Drives it back with 6 minutes left here in this opening period. Michael J. Cat Erickson. Puck comes away. Looking back behind the net. Nothing there. Now they roll across ice. Sending it in. Across the boards. And they'll send us all the way through. Puck comes across the seam. Not the way there by Thornton as the puck comes back in. We'll wait to hear the name of the player, and that's going to be 5:18 remaining in the period. Michael J. Chad Erickson. And now we'll get a face off. Let's go back to the seam. Driving all the way around. As now they move it. Another shot. Wide up Platt's goal. Under 5 to go here in the first period. We are waiting for the game's first goal. 8-5. Avros out shooting. Puck goes across. Now they're going to wait. This goes down to the seam. Big collision there out in front. That doesn't work. Out of the backboards. Sends it all the way around. And this goes out front. Behind the goal. They'll send it. Put down. Putting around here with 4:20 remaining in the period. Michael Dale Cat Erickson. 4:18 left. We're going to have a penalty here. And it's going to be to the Avros. As number 10 got dumped. So that's going to be a contact penalty. And we'll see what happens. Face off to the right. It's going to again be actually the first penalty to number 11 here. I'm It's going to actually go to the Avros. So that is a penalty to the Avros. I thought it was going to Eastman. My apologies. As I rolled around, that is a Avro player shaking up here. And did she get a putt in a sensitive area? I didn't see what happened there. As now we'll have a injured player here, and when teammates kneel down in front of a teammate, that can't be good. I think she got jammed with a stick maybe in the sensitive area where the wind got knocked out of her. I don't know, I didn't see it, it was behind the plate. And they're going to get her up, I think. They put her stick on the bench. There's going to be a discussion. Maybe the goalie took out her own teammate, and that almost looks like a "I'm sorry for hurting you" kind of conversation, because there was nobody around where the play happened, and Liv Swen will try to console her teammate. We got 1:36 in the penalty to Perot. I think she was hit by her own teammate because there was nobody else in the vicinity. And they'll go right back to the tunnel. And they'll need that locker room key for sure. I hope that's not a broken body part. Cause that almost, the way she's holding it there, it might be something related to the lower body. Anyway, the game will continue. Puck comes across, and now there's a few other players racing over to have a look. Puck comes across. I think the way it happened is Swab knocked her own player down, and the player got the worst of it because she didn't see it. I think that's what happened. We don't have a replay. I don't have the benefit of seeing a replay. Puck comes across. Now they drive it around the sports. Back to the far corner. That comes all the way down. Quickly there. Yeah, it's going to be rolled. Under 3 minutes to go, or just over 3 minutes, pardon me here. 50 seconds in the minor to Perot. And the Avros will send us down the ice. No real pressure in on Swen right now. Our next female U18 regular season game is on Saturday at 3:15. The Avros will host Central Plains at the Seven Oaks Recreation Complex. One of 5 games on that day. Puck comes across, the last big day before the holidays. Puck comes out in front. And then there's a few single-handed days in there where game here, game there kind of thing. Back to the corner. Now they settle it basically right up to the holidays. Puck comes in front of the shot. Knocked away by Swen. 2:11 to go here in the first period. Two players team up. One blows the tire. But the Avros will find a way out of the zone. Now one of the Celeste players hits a bit of a bump. Puck comes all the way around. Here in this 0-0 game, 9-7 the shot on net. Puck comes back around. Now they work for it. in off the corner. Trying to play this down. Reminder, the Steeler game tonight in Portage, which was supposed to start in an hour, has been postponed due to bad road conditions. Puck comes in, now they work it around this. Splits it, Lusty, it falls down. Now they wait for it, off the wall, this is offside. Get that whole plate up, blown offside. Face off to the outside blue line. 1:18 to go. That goes back around here. 1:10 to go in the period. No score. And it's just brought all the way down. Nothing there for anyone. Breaking news in the Canadian Football League concerning the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And that is the Paulopoulos is the new coach of the Ottawa Red Blacks. Puck comes across. Now they work for it behind the net. Final 45 seconds of the period. Drives it back down. Waits for it into the middle. Nothing there. It drives all the way back into the middle now. And this comes back in towards center. Back half of center ice. And they'll play this all the way around. Puck comes across. And this will roll all the way down. Now they look for it. Back in. Trying to play this down. Trying to play this cross ice here with 3 seconds left in the period. No score, 9-7. Avros outshoot Eastman, but the score is 0-0. Sven and Platt standing tall. No score after 1 here on Game Time TV. We'll be right back with the second period. All right, Faith up at center ice. Trying to play this all the way around. They'll play it cross ice. Back to the corner. Now they played it in behind the net. Puck goes off in the corner. Now drive it wide. Now along the boards. Drives it back to the wall. Looking down. There's its opportunity. They'll send it cross ice. Back to the point. Looking. Now they're going to play this cross ice. Back in. This is going to play it around the wall. 0-0 as we begin the second period. Puck played around the board. And it's going to be an opportunity into the middle. And we have a Stromvit broke out. Okay. Did you miss the first few seconds? No? Okay. So anyway, we have the face-off with the two teams. Now we have a penalty. I think that's what led to that. It's going to go to the Avros, number 17, Tyler McLeod. And this drives it off to the window. Back to the line. Now play this down now to the back corner. Sends it off the board. Now they roll around the board. Back to the point. Here's this chance they'll hold it in. Cross ice. They'll roll it around the point. Looking back. Works it around the net. Opportunity. Trying to play this cross ice now. Waiting for it. Back to the point. Now they tee it up. Power play is underway. Puck to the net. Stopped by Swen. And it's 18:47 to go here in the second period. Puck rolled all the way around. Drives it off the back door. And they'll play it all the way around. Platt out to hold it. Sets it up for her D. Now behind the net, second period between the Avros and the Silettes. Puck comes down. This is going to be hammered. Lussiak out to the wall. Lussiak had a beautiful tying goal this morning. Shot out wide of Swan's goal. And the puck comes away. 18:15 remaining here in the second period. It is no score. It's rolled back to the line. Great opportunity. Cross ice, they'll set it up. Lussiak at the point, 40 seconds into the power play. Sends it across. Lutting. Waiting, there's 4 forward. Alignment for the Silettes. Lussiak is defending. Holds it in. And it's going to be controlled in off the window. 17.5 to go up in the second period. Puck rolls across. Now they drive it all the way down. Platted there to play it. Oh! Puck is behind her. Oh my goodness. That was a scary sight. Creamed off her right skate. And you can hear the building holding its collective breath as that one went wide of the net. Puck comes out front here in the second period. We are tied, no score. And a one last dump. Boy, that was scary. In behind them, a Platt there. Quick look at the National Hockey League scoreboard. Since that's what we do this time of night, usually when we're on the air. LSU beating Georgia 37-10, so that should cement their spot in the college football playoff. Oklahoma made things interesting, 30-23 in overtime. It was Oregon beating Utah 37-15, so that may or may not take Utah out of national playoff title. The only question becomes, what happens to the 4 seed? And that may actually, in fact, go to Oklahoma. We'll see. Puck comes across. Oklahoma and Jalen Hurts may have come up with that spot in the college football playoff. To Georgia is losing at the 4th seed right now. So Clemson probably has a spot locked up at the number 3 seed, although they're playing 23 Virginia. So you just never know. Puck comes across. It's the way they see these rankings tomorrow when they're announced. NHL scoreboard coming up, 15.5 to go in the second period. Puck comes across. Now they drive it into the corner. Leafs with a 4-1 lead on St. Louis. Good news for the Central Division in particular. Puck comes across. Now they work for it down to the corner. Trying to play this cross ice back to the point. They'll let out of here. The shot stopped by Platt. Wild trailing the Hurricane 2-1 after 1. Panthers leading the Jets at 1-0 after 1. Sharks trail the Lightning 1-0. Penguins lead the Red Wings 2-0. Avalanche and the Bruins tied at 1. Afternoon hockey, Philadelphia beating Ottawa 4-3. Vancouver beating Buffalo 6-5 in overtime. And a wild one at Vancouver this afternoon. Now they drive it back off the window. Trying to play this all the way around. Back in. Trying to settle this out front. Back to the blue line. Michael Yell, Chad Erickson. Puck comes away. Now it's rolled in. Rolled into the middle. Bat comes out front. That's not going to work. Now we're on the boards. Drives it. Looking. This comes off the shin. Now they wait for it. Back to the corner. And this does not work. Up the boards. Drives it in. Drives it off the back wall. And this will be to the corner. Drives it in. Back in off the glass out to the middle. Drives this back door. This comes back in. Waiting around the net. Looking. Waiting for it. Back to the point. Chance. Club by Platt. Not wide. Avros, you can see, start to gain a little steam. Back in front. Platt. Oh, what a glove save. Nice catch. On the 13th offering from the Avros. Nice to see, but so far, nothing has changed from what I saw last spring from Platt as an AP in the Junior Women's League playoffs, leading the Prairie Blaze to a championship. Puck comes across. Now they drive it all the way around. Back in. Waiting back to the line. Chance to just brought out. Shot gloved. Back in front. Rebound. Oh, Puck's throwing out. Now around the net. Nothing there. Back out in front. Now they work for it. In behind. 12:49 to go in the second period. We are tied, no score. Puck comes across. And it's going to work it down. Now around the net. Puck comes through the seam. And now play this all the way around. Back in. Trying to play this back out front. Nothing there. They'll roll it back. Big collision into the zone. Keeping going. They lumber with it. Pulled off some skates. Back in front. Trying to play this out to the corner. And it's going to be cross ice. Waits for it. Cross ice off the window. Here's the 2-on-2. Back up here, the shot knocked away. Trying to play this. Now in front. 11:50 remaining here. Second period. We have ourselves no score. 14-8 Avros out shooting the Salats. Platt and Sweden, the goaltenders. And that's going to be whistled down. Drives it off the window now behind the net. Drives it away. Back in front, and that's another glove. Stopped by Platt. Face-off comes to the opportune side. Puck comes across. Leafs now leading the Blues 4-1. I think I said that, but the first period has now come to an end. Back to the point. Avros pushing it. Going to be a penalty coming up to Eastman. Puck in the corner out front. Oh, Platt. I think may have got a piece of that one too. And it's going to be a quick stop. 10:55 to go in the period. Jenna McLennan with the opportunity. Face off to the right. Puck comes across. And that's going to be grabbed. Back in. Puck gets played away. Now they'll wait for it into the middle. No other opportunity. And it's just played cross ice. Now they wait for it. Back in. Up the seam. Here come the Avros down the middle. Nice looking play. Even better stance there by Platt. Kicked it out. Back to the line. Now they worked it around. Back to the point. Here's this shot that goes off the shin. This goes back to the line. Waiting for it. Back to the point. Now they look for it. Here's another shot. That did block. Now to the back corner. 10:05 to go. This comes back to the seam. Working. Down off the corner. Drives it back door. Another shot. Glove by Platt. Knocked away. Rebound right to one of the Avros. Another shot. They score. You can just see that coming. It was an avalanche. You can only stop so many. And on the 18th shot of the night, the Avros open the scoring. And it looks like that's going to be number 13, Aaliyah Baker. That opens the scoring. Now they look for it around the net. Trying to play this cross ice back to the point. Shot that's gloved by Swen, who had their first opportunity to make the save early in this period. Ice has kind of been tilted. But finally just beaten on the 18th shot of the night. That comes across. Now they roll it back to the corner, 9.5 to go. Drives it back to the wall. Puck goes out front, back to the point. Waiting here. Looking. Drives it in now behind Swen. The puck is behind the goal. Now they drive out. Plays it in, that goes off a glove. Jamming away, and Swen is there to make the stop. As we continue to await the first Eastman goal of this game. One of the better showcases for sure of the women's sport of hockey. Puck will be held at center ice. Now they drop it. This goes back to the corner. Waiting for it in the middle. It's be an opportunity. Puck goes wide. Now they drive. Back in front, opportunity. Oh, big save by Platt on the doorstep. My goodness. And the reason I don't seem all that surprised this is happening is I had the privilege of watching in a front row seat all playoffs last year. For the Prairie Blade, just save after save after save, and that's what happened. Face off to the right. .842 back to the line. Now they drive it, they'll look at it. Down to the back corner. Off the window, here's McLennan batting up. Trying to wait for it. That's a great opportunity. McLennan goes into the corner. Trying to juggle knife this one. Back to the far corner looking. Here's a shot that is blocked. Quickly out to center. Now they leave it. In around. Trying to hold it. Nice play there by the Avro defenseman, that's Johnson. Johnson back behind the net. Has to give way, gets it. Back through the seam. Now they look forward again. 19-11, the shot favoring the Avros. They have a 1-0 lead. Puck goes back in front. Another opportunity. As it's going to be whistled. Back to the point. Held in. Twisting and turning. Back down the seam, and this is taken all the way around. In off the window, this is gloved. Swen leaves it. 7:19 to go here in the second period. Up the boards. Nice play. Brought all the way around. Waiting for it. Moffat goes after it. Great forecheck. Here come the Salats into the zone. They'll be first after it. Now behind the net, nothing there. Jamming away here in a 1-0 game. Off the stick of Baker. Here's your goal. Puck comes across. Here they come off the wall. They got a bit of a seam. Bit of a break. Stop by Platt. And the rebound to tip up to her own teammate. Back out in front now. Driving to the net. Just knocked away. Now off the back corner. They'll send this in front. Back quickly. Looks down. Partial break. Moving in the shot. Stop by Platt again. With that left pad. Now it goes away. Into the corner. Both players collide. No penalty coming. As they'll wait for it. Now to the back corner. They'll settle it. Up in front. Trying to play this cross ice. And this will roll. And be a bit of a whistle here. Just trying to fix my microphone. That's a little better. Back in front. Nope, not a whole lot better. But still working. Back to the corner now. Drives it in. Back in front now, just wide. In off the wall, 3-on-3. Sends it cross ice. It's knocked away by Platt. That should be shot on goal again, but that doesn't count. For whatever reason, back to the line. Now they hold it in. Avros hold it. McLeod. Cross ice, drives it in. This doesn't work. Now on the backboard, and they'll bring it out. Waiting. Here they come 1-on-2. In the zone with a penalty behind the play. It's going to the Avros. Back in front. Now they work for it. Platt doesn't see there's a penalty. Now she reacts. And as Platt is going to skip into the zone wide of the net. There is an open net, by the way. If Eastman puts the puck in their own net, it's going to count. But it didn't happen there. So let's bring this in on the delay penalty shot. Swan with a stop. Back in front, wraparound. And now we finally did a whistle here. And the question becomes, how many penalties? 1 or 2? He's going to go to Perot. We'll wait to see it here. Actually, it's not Perot. They had that Ron, not Smith. Got to switch the number out. Puck comes across. Power play will set up. 4:53. Puck comes across. Now they shoot it all the way down the ice. Platt there to handle it. 2 minutes for interference is the penalty. So lots on the power play though. Avros will relieve pressure behind the net. Now they look for it again. Sends it cross ice. It doesn't work. In off the corner. Now they work for it. Into the back middle. Puck comes across. Drives it in. Now we're on the board. Sends it cross ice. Opportunity. Oh my word, off the post. Drove in. They run the doorbell. After the point. Here's that opportunity, back to the line, shot, high rider, that hit a few bodies and went wide. 3:53 to go here in the second. Puck skips down the flat. She's got to move it, and she does with a forechecker on her heels. Puck comes out front. Now they work for it again. Drives it back. Platt will steal it. Wait and leave it. 3.5 to go in the second period. It is 1-0 for the Avros. Puck comes across on a Baker goal, back in front. Netterson rebounded left right there for the taking. And they missed the open net on 2 occasions. So they have a post and they missed an open net on this power play. Back to the corner, you get the sense the goal might be coming. Back to the point, here's a shot. Schwab will make the stop. Nice save. And we'll have a nice save there, buddy, on that minder. Face off to the corner. Back down. Now they played. Here's another shot right off the whistle. This doesn't go. Right off the face-off, I meant to say. Back in the zone. One of the players gets hauled down, no call. So the grandstand referee groaning, and now there's an offside call. That looked a little obvious to me, but they missed that one. .2:45 to go in the period. Face off to the right of Swat. She's had a couple big saves in this period already. Puck comes to the point. Now they knock it away. Avros try to set it up and out on this penalty kill. Following up. There was a bit of a pit play there, but no call. Back into the zone. Drives it down the seam here. This might be a 2-on-2 if they hurry. Back up the wall. Waiting for help. Help kind of trailed off. And it's a lot for a partial line change. It's right in front of their bench. Here's a Swab to stop. Back in for another opportunity to hit a swing and a miss. Back in for another shot. Swab made the stop. Eastman is really pushing since the power play. Back down. Now they work it in off the corner. Drives it in. Now off the back window. Goes in. Offside will be the call. And she looks a little worse for wear over there. And we'll get up on her own steam. 20-16 the shot on net. Face opposites. Bat down. Now they settle it. Down off the rush. Godfried. Up the boards. Trying to send it in. Shot that is stopped by Platt. These goaltenders have put on a show tonight, both ways, in this 1-0 game. Swab more so in the last 5 minutes than any. Face-off will come to the right. This will go all the way around. Back in. 1:20 to go here in this second period. Puck goes down. Now they drive. Trying to play this all the way back. Trying to drive it here with 1:05 to go in the second. 1 minute to go. As you hear the big boys say, if you can pick it up on over our feed. Puck comes across here in a 1-0 game. Puck is thrown wide. Now they look for it. Cam loops in the ice getting underway in just a minute. Warm up just now going at Wayne Fleming. That comes across, it doesn't work. Now behind the net, this doesn't work, and this comes down. It comes down. And this will not work. All the way around. Sends it across, and that's going to do it. Avros 1, Salot's nothing. Baker the goal, 22-16 the shots. We're back for the third period here on Game Time TV in just a bit. Third period about to get going. Would help if I put my mic down. 1-0 Avros in the lead as the puck plays back toward the corner. Now they played it off the wall. They throw it off of the corner, they throw it around the net. Now they look for it again. Back to the far corner. Trying to play it in, and that is into the corner here in the third period. Puck goes back in. Drives it down. Looking down off the boards, now behind the net. Trying to play this cross ice. Back up in front. Looking down. Back in now. Cross ice, they'll look for it. Oh, that cheating out from the side. They wanted to select player, that was DeRozier. Back up the boards. Now they look for it again. Back in. So D, Jaffrey, McLennan, Ware, Dixon, Dolce, Carnegie. Forward, DeRoche, Beasley, Bednar, Wildash, Mesner, Labassi, Lasyuk, Sushi, Erickson, and Moffat. Puck comes in front. Here they come off the wall, drives it in. Now for Mesner. Plays the cross ice, waiting 1-0 Eastman. Trailing this game as we are in the third period with 18:25 to go. Puck comes across. Now they wait for it back to the far corner. Right on that, that is stopped and held here with a face-off. The Ice and the Kamloops Blazers going to get going. Shortly, puck comes across here. The shot stopped by the goaltender. That is Liv Swen in the goal. It's 28-16. 26-18. So the shot on that. Favoring the Avros, but they have only a 1-0 lead. Puck comes in front, now they work it around. This goes back to the far side, Chant out in front. This goes back to the line. Oh, one of the Avro defenders now takes the spill. Back out in front. And a quick shot globbed by Platt. And you can hear the reaction on the bench to that save. 17:46 to go in the third. Puck comes across. Now they set it in, back to the line. Drives it down. Trying to play this cross ice back to the point. Right on the net, that is stopped, and now they play this out. Down to the back corner, Lasyuk. Drives it in, shot stopped by Weirs, and that did go off the side of the net. Almost looked like it was in the net. But no, it went in behind off the side. And the puck comes out. 17:15 to go here in the third period. 1-0. Avros in the lead on a Baker goal in the second period. Puck comes across, beating the Baker. There she is. Back out in front. Now they work it around. Gotta play it cross ice. Sends it in, Bednar. Back in front of his long play up the board. That was intended for a play there for what was number 11 in Janelle Perot, but that didn't get there, and Platt now makes the save. Face off to the right. 16:34 to go in the period. Graduation timer is no overtime in this tournament. And that's going to be a quick shot. One of the Avros taking a spill into the back wall. As Platt makes another save. Back to the point. Now they work over. Back to the corner now. 16-18 to go. You're in the third period. Puck comes across. Long lead play. This goes around. Waiting for what'll be an opportunity for Lefty if they score. So lots have tied the game. And it's going to be just number 9, 5. DeRoziers will tie the game 1-1. And now we have a brand new game on the 20th shot for the Avros. Puck comes across. Now they work for it. Back into the middle. Now they'll drive it down to the corner. Chance bat out. Here's McLennan. Back up the wall here in a 1-1 game. DeRozier with the goal. Here off the boards. Oh my. That was a stiff check. And that may have been, and in fact was Trinity Grove that went flying. And she's on the bench. Puck comes across. Now they wait for it around the net. Out to center ice, dumps it in. 1-1 to score, so that's will take on the Avros here. Our next broadcast tomorrow is the Battleford Sharks and the Pilot Mound Buffaloes. And we'll have a quick whistle. 29-21. Face off comes to the glove side of Swen. Game after us is going at about 8:45. Puck comes across. Now they'll drive it in. Sends it off the back corner. This comes out. Waiting back to the line. Trying to play this back to the point. Chances it driven around the boards. Nothing there. Puck comes out front, knocked away, back to the point. And a shot tipped away. Platt may have got a piece of that one. 14:20 to go here in the third period. We have a 1-1 game off the stick of DeRozier. Off the window now. Trying to play this cross ice. They'll wait for it now. Here's the steal moving in. Oh, nice save by Platt. Getting a piece of that one too. Kicking out the left pad. Puck comes across. Now they wait for it in. And this comes all the way down. Out of the back corner. Settles out front. Looking back to the line. Another chance. This comes back to the point. Opportunity knocked away. Drives it back door. And just maybe end of the day is Godfrey. In the zone of the Avros go for the push. 13:26 to go here in the third period. That comes across, big collision. Cross ice, another shot. That is going to be stopped by Platt. I don't know if the puck was anywhere near where she fell down. No, it's actually now at the bottom of the face-off, and up to 30 stops for Platt. Seen this movie before, haven't we, on this station? 1-1 third period. Swan has had a great game as well. Liv Swan, so tell me, but we'll get Matt now tomorrow in the fourth and final game at 2 o'clock of this tournament. Puck comes across. Now they drive it all the way down, now work it. Cross ice, here's Godfrey. Batted it in the zone. Here's a steal, batting up with Jaffrey. Right on Ola's shot, just tipped wide. Now they cut it off. 12:30 to go. Puck comes across. 1-1 here in the third period. Puck goes across, now they work for it. Down to the back of the seam. And this is going to work for it. Big collision. Oh my. Back out in front. Another chance, that's not the way, wide in the net. Back in front, another opportunity that hit an Avro and one wide. Avro's really pushing since the Slots have tied the game. Puck comes across. Working. Shot. Tipped out. That's not going to work. Now down to the back corner. Here they drive off the wall. It's Lafayette. Lafayette moving into the breakaway. They stop. Lafayette, they score. All the pressure in the world on one end, and now we may see. No, just Emma Platt going for high fives. Held her team in it, and this will go to number 21. I think it may be Tia Erickson on the drive from the captain, Lesiot. And Emma Platt standing tall. And her team takes the lead, coming the other way, getting one opportunity. Puck comes across here in this 2-1 game. They'll send it across ice, it goes behind the net. Now they work for it. Up the board, just doesn't work. Back in. They'll try to center it. Coming back through the wall. Down to the middle, off the back end. Will Dash, sorry, played this up. I'm trying to read the names off the back now. Back to the wall, chanted front opportunity. This goes back, another shot knocked away. Back to the far corner. And I'll play this cross ice 1-on-3. Trying to play this cross ice, Will Dash moves it in. 10:45 to go in the third. 2-1 Selects. Erickson with the go-ahead goal. No, not the Erickson behind the camera. But there's a T.A. Erickson in the hockey team. And Platt will slow this down, get a little bit of a snow shower, and get a whistle. 10:28 to go. Third period, Avros trailing the Selects 2-1. Doesn't this have the eerie reminiscence of a game, a Pilot Mound game this morning? Nothing through 2 periods. The one bounce at the end of the period gets it tied. The bounce early in the period puts them up. Now the only question is, do we see that tying goal? Or do we see that insurance goal? Or do we see no goals at all? Puck comes in front, back to the wall, right another shot, and Swin won't make the save, so probably going to see Jordan Matt now tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. 10:03 to go. We'll be over on Rematch Arena tomorrow, beginning at 9:20 on the air in the morning. Chat, you have other commitments tomorrow. Puck comes across. Down off the corner here, they drive it in. Off the back door, I'll be joined by guests to be determined tomorrow. Puck comes across. Here comes the Lutz down the boards. Puck comes down the ice. They'll work it. Here with 9:39 to go in the third period. Puck goes back in front. By the way, the Polar Ice defeated the Silvertips in MWJHL action at the rink training center this afternoon. 10-0. You heard me right. 2 goals in the first, 2 goals in the second, 6. Yeah, count them up, a mitt full of goals in the third period. Puck comes across. Now they work it around. The Chips are on an absolute slump. They've lost close to 10 in a row. Puck comes across. Now they drive this all the way down the ice. Will look to continue their run of dominance tomorrow. They'll take on the... Who did they got tomorrow at the rink? That's the Northern Stars, I think. Yep. Because at the Celtic Red Complex at 4 o'clock, it's going to be the MWJHL between the Blizzard and the Prairie Blaze. Puck comes out in front. Now they work it around. This comes out front. Another shot. That's globbed by Platt. Well, here's the problem. We saw this last spring and we've seen it so far this year. It's just get a lead in the third period and then ride your goaltender out to the end. That was what happened with the Prairie Blazers. The shot stopped by Platt again. And it's going to be back in off to the corner. As it's rolled again. Trying to play this off the window. Trying to drive it down. Back in again. Back to the corner now. This goes in front. Back to the point. 8:02 remaining. Here in the third period, Eastman with a game that they don't necessarily deserve to be winning. Now they drive it back in off the corner. Looking off the wall. Back in off the boards. Now they play this off the wall. Looking again. Nothing there. Trying to settle this cross ice. 7:15 to go here in the third period. Puck comes away. Back to the corner now. Drives it in. Looking down. Big collision. Down the ice. Platt slows this down for icing. Now they look off the wall. Trying to play this through all the way around, back to the corner. Now they look off the corner, they'll look it down the wall. Avros will control. Now they play it off the bat wall. Down to the corner. Trying to play this cross ice. Back into the seam. Chance to the corner looking. This goes wide. 6:20 to go. Back in. Lucia to the corner. Offensive zone. It's like this game is tilted since the goal. Avros had all the pressure. They gave up the goal, and now the Selects have their legs in the offensive zone. Shot stopped by Swen. And we're going to have a whistle. Now back out to the corner. Now they look off the wall. Sends it back to the corner. Sends it across ice. Now they look off the boards. Goes off the wall. This plays around. And they'll have an opportunity. And we'll have an icing call here. .5:26 to go. Now they look off the wall. Drives it all the way around. Back out. Drives it in. Drives it across ice. It goes all the way back. Drives it quick up the ice. Now they look for it. Puck comes out front, out in front, they score. They've just taken a 3-1 lead. Platt standing tall. The team has scored 2 goals. And right away doing a high five to coach. That's awesome. Face off, and now we did a timeout, 4:32 left. I'm going to have a 3-1 lead for the puck comes across here. We'll have a timeout at center ice. 3-1 to score. Now we'll have an opportunity. Faced off at center. Now we did a double timeout. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And we'll see what happens. And we'll take a break here for 1 second. Face off at center ice. Platt will go back in the net after the double timeout. 4:32. Now it goes off the window. Trying to play this cross ice. It goes off for the corner. Looking down to the back wall. Trying to send this around. Back out in front working. Here's a chance. Quickly into the middle. Big collision. Do we see a goalie change or a goalie pull with the Avros suddenly being roped? You know, it's funny, the Sluts played this rope-a-dope game where, you know, a couple hits, and when they were down and out, and this one could have been completely different. Platt kept them in it. 1-0, 1-1, the 2-1 goal, the 3-1 goal. And all of a sudden the Avros now down by 2 and needing a comeback with 3.5 to go. Puck comes across. Now they drive it in, big hit. Sluts working it, McLennan. Cross ice, so Emma Platt stopping 35 tonight so far in this 3-1 lead. Back to the point. Swen is stopping 23 of 26. Puck comes out to center, Godfried. Back to get it. Looking down the seam. Trying to play this cross ice that goes all the way down. Now behind the net, looking at it. They'll dump it out front. Big collision. Big play back in, sends it off the wall. They'll steal it. Here off the window. Drives it back in. Nothing there. Up the seam here to steal. Something you don't want is these grade A chances with 2.5 to go when you got a 2-goal lead. Eastman with a 2-goal lead, puts them back to the slot. Now they drive it around. This goes back to the corner. Drives it off to the wall. Nothing there in the corner. Sends this cross ice. In off the corner now. They'll look. Sends it all the way around. Michael Dale, Cat Erickson. Rest of our broadcast team. Quick look in the ice game. It is 0-0 between the Kamloops Blazers and the Winnipeg Ice. Under 2 to go in this third period. Puck comes across, they'll cut it off. Waiting for it down the seam. Giroge going in after it, now behind the net. Could be an opportunity. Back to the point. Sends it in front, that puck goes high and wide. We have a penalty coming up. It's going to go to the Avros, and it's all but do it. As Platt will race to the bench for an extra attack. The puck is touched. 1:28 in the game, 2-minute penalty. And the Sluts can pretty much grind this one out to 0 and have a goaltender to fight for a great performance tonight, along with some timely goals. Geneva Penner played this morning. I like what I see. Emma Platt, I like what I see. I think the Sluts are going to be a tough out when it comes to the playoffs with goaltending like this. Also the Ice putting forth a good performance here this weekend. The Avros will be right up there. Between the Ice, Avros, and Sluts, any of those three in my mind could win it. Don't forget there's also the possibility of a wild card. We'll have action for you down the stretch in the regular season beginning on Saturday when the Avros host Central Plains. And then we'll tell you for Eastman fans, the next game will be at 7 Oaks Recreation Complex on December the 18th. That's a Wednesday night. And it will be the Sluts taking on the Avros at 7 Oaks. 7:15 will be the face-off on Game Time TV. Puck comes across. Nothing there. 30 seconds to go. 3-1 to score. The penalty killers will just get this out. See, that's the one thing. The Avros on the penalty kill, they can dump this down and not have to worry about an icing. But the problem is they're down 2 goals, not 1 goal. That's on it, but Platt Gets a piece of it, rolls it back. Now they roll it back. Another shot. This doesn't work. Emma Platt, 36 stops. And timely goals in the third period, 2 of them. And a tying goal, actually a 3-goal third period, the tying goal early. The go-ahead and winning goal. And then the insurance marker, 3-1 the score. Avros, not a lot to hang their head over. They'll be back tomorrow, 2 o'clock, against the Winnipeg Ice. We'll be back for that game. 9:30 tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Once again, your final score, Eastman Select 3, Winnipeg Avros 1. Good night from Bell MTS 8 Plus.